Alrighty guys, another question for you. I know you knew it was coming. Are you a rich dad or are you a poor dad? Well, in this video, I'm going to cover how to obtain success and wealth in 7 tips by Robert Kiyosaki. So let's go ahead and dive into it.
Planet Green Zen, inspiring the everyday person to break free from the mundane and take action.
And if you guys don't know who Robert Kiyosaki is, highly recommend Googling his name, finding him on YouTube. There's millions of different information on Robert Kiyosaki, but he is an inspirational entrepreneur. He wrote the infamous book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad that literally unplugged people from the matrix like that. When you read that book, it'll make you have a totally different perspective on life and how you were taught in school. It actually makes you mad because it's like, why wasn't I taught this in school? Why did they, hustle me or I've been had? So that will make you think like that. So read that book if you haven't. But again, we're going to cover 7 of Robert Kiyosaki's success and wealth tips. So let's go ahead and jump into it. But before we do that, if you guys have never been to this channel, what I love to do is inspire the world in 5 areas: mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and socially, because I truly believe that if we all had a holistic balance of each one of those areas on this earth, we would eliminate hunger, famine, slavery, poverty, war, and have health, wealth, and abundance together as one human unit living in peace and be able to just grow and evolve as a human race. Okay? So let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, tip number 1. Financial literacy is the key to success and wealth. Change the way you think about money, you will literally change your life. That's number 1. Because a lot of us were taught things like, money is the root of all evil, money doesn't grow on trees, money is just bad, bad, bad. So when you think about it, you're like, it's bad, I don't need to accumulate more of it. But then a lot of people are exchanging their lives and freedoms for a W-2 for money. When they stay miserable, they stay broke, they stay frustrated, and they really don't like what they're doing, but they do it anyway because they have to have money in order to live and survive. So if you change the way you think about that initially, you start to get financial education and learn actually how money is made and how to make it work for yourself. Then from there, you'll be like, wow, I just got unplugged from the matrix. I'm so fired up, let's do this. Alrighty guys, tip number 2, take control of your finances. A lot of people out there are just spending money crazy blindly without even knowing where it's going. They don't even get receipts. I know what I noticed is, again, I know honestly we all want to go green and not have paper, but a lot of people don't even get receipts when they go out and swipe their card. The clerk asks, hey, you need a receipt? And they say, no. And then luckily I do, because when I look at my transactions, I literally make sure they're all right, and then I do shred those receipts. But then there was a time where I went to just like this Mexican restaurant, I'm not gonna say the name, and I ordered some food that say it was like $7. Then when I got my, when I was paying my bills like that next week, I had like a $14 charge. I'm like, I didn't spend $14 here. So I looked at the receipt. I literally gave them like $1 tip, but they charged me like $5 or whatever for the tip. So I called them, and luckily they reversed it. It was fine. But if I did not have that receipt, I would not have known. I would have paid that blindly, overspending. And think about how many people do that. How many millions of dollars are just being spent just because people are not in control of their finances. That's just one area. And another way you can take control of your finances is, again, make a spreadsheet, document all of your income, all of your expenses to see where your money is flowing in and flowing out. And then from there, you can have a good visual on that. And then it can help you actually start to make decisions as far as, do I really need this $200 cable bill? Do I need to keep buying this $5 latte every day? And that's $100 a month or whatever it comes out to. So again, you eliminate those instant $300 in your pocket that you can put and allocate towards investments. So take control of your finances is number 2. Alrighty guys, number 3 is pay yourself first. A lot of people do this to where, hey, after I get my money, I pay all my bills, and then what's left over is for me. Where if you do the reverse of that, you get your money, pay yourself first, and then the rest is for bills. That'll actually help you be more conscious and more conservative when you actually are spending money. Because let's say you pay yourself first, and then, for example, you pay yourself, I don't know, $50 a paycheck, and then now you have $50 less, to pay your bills. So then when you pay your bills, like, hey, well, I'm negative $50. So again, do I really need to, are there things that I can cut out of my monthly expenses that I don't need? Like things that I buy just unconsciously, or just, when I'm out and about, I can eliminate that, or limit myself to like a $40, $50 grocery bill each week. And then I'm saving that much at the end of the month. So again, pay yourself first, and then what you have left over is you pay your bills with. Again, it's a different way of thinking. That's why financial literacy is key. This may be foreign to a lot of people or sound weird or uncomfortable, but once you get out of that comfort zone and you open your mind and start to learn, you will see that this is how the wealthy people think and do, and that's why they are so successful compared to the 95%. Alrighty guys, number 4 is one of my favorites. Buy assets and not liabilities. So if you don't know what an asset versus liability is, an asset, simple terms, puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. So for example, if you always need to buy the latest pair of shoes or the newest purses or whatever, you have the newest watches, those are liabilities because it's taking money out of your pocket and not putting money in your pocket. Yeah, you may look good and smell good in public, but behind closed doors, you is broke. You know, you're very broke. Just like E.T., you know, the famous motivational speaker says, like, let me follow you home and see how you really live. Let me actually look at your bank accounts, and we'll see a different story versus what you're flashing out in public. So again, buy assets such as maybe a rental property, which is a cash flow asset. Again, maybe stocks. It depends. You know, a lot of times, a lot of people are getting out of the stock market. But if you do like ETFs, which are diversified instead of one stock, and you learn how to do that properly, educate yourself fully on that. I mean, there are millions of people making millions of dollars in the stock market, but again, it's better than buying a liability versus buying a can of Coke, invest in the company Coke. Or, you know, Apple, a lot of people own iPhones, which they spend $1,000 for, but they don't own Apple stock. So just think about that. So liabilities versus assets. Alrighty guys, number 5 is make your money work for you instead of you working for it. Remember, 95% of us are taught to exchange our time and freedom for money, to go work a meaningless job that we hate, in exchange for a paycheck, and then once we get that paycheck, we just blow it away, and we have to keep doing that cycle over and over. That's the rat race. That's the hamster wheel. You know, that's what insanity is. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. If you keep doing that and expect different results, it's not going to happen. You're gonna have to change your habits in order to change your results in life. So make your money work for you instead of you work for it. And what that means is, again, start your own business. Get some residual paying assets. Again, when you invest in assets versus liabilities, let's say you have a rental property or a mortgage note that's paying you principal and interest each month. That's how you pay yourself versus, you know, taking your money out of your pocket. You're putting actually more money into your pocket because now you're getting interest. You learn how to flip that system around. And again, if that sounds foreign to you, sounds like it's not possible, trust me, it is, because I've done it. I'm proof of that. I have physical proof of that. And thousands of other people have done it too, where you get principal interest, where you become the bank versus you paying the bank. Again, we're all taught to have multiple streams of debt versus multiple streams of income. Just keep that in mind. Alrighty guys, number 6 is, now I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite or contradict myself, debt is not a bad thing. And what that means, before people start saying, hey, you just said debt is, you know, don't put yourself in debt. Meaning non-personal debt. Like if you have a business and have business debt, that's different than personal debt. Personal debt is financing a car, financing a house, you know, financing your college. Those are all personal debts that don't do anything. But if you have, let's say, business debts where you put a mortgage on a rental property and that rent can cover the mortgage, that's a different story. Now you're getting to a whole different ball game, a different way of thinking, where you're using debt in a positive way to actually help make you richer and then put more cash flow into your pocket. And so you can actually do other things and maybe use that cash flow to do something else, buy another house, and use that to buy another house to do a cash out refinance on your rental. And again, if you don't know what that is, maybe I'll start making some real estate videos to help educate you guys a little bit on that. If you want me to, let me know, comment below. If not, no worries, I'll just stick to these. Alrighty guys, numero 7, or number 7, or 7 auf Deutsch, is work with a team, build a team. Now, you can't do anything alone on this earth. Now, there's a saying that goes, you know, successful people are self-made. Everyone's self-made, but only the successful will admit that. Now, which is true, but then again, it depends on how you interpret that message. Now, when you say you're self-made, you do have to do the work yourself, you have to do the grind, you have to make an effort to do it, but you're not alone. When you are on that journey, you're building teams as well, because you actually have people in your circle and community, like I stated before, to help you grow. Because if you help a lot of other people get what they want to grow, you'll in return be able to grow and actually make more money naturally. It's the law of the universe. Again, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So, you know, when things go up, they must come down. Light days, sun up, sun down, and morning, night. Again, that yin-yang balance. So, whenever you put things out there, whether good or bad, it's going to come back to you. So just focus on the good and make sure you only do that. So then that only comes back to you as well. Alrighty guys, so those were 7 of Robert Kiyosaki's tips for creating success and wealth. Hopefully that helped you out a little bit. And then what I recommend again is the 3 E's. Examine, educate, and execute. So again, examine this video, start to educate yourself. So use this video, things that I've said, do your own due diligence and research. Don't just rely on somebody else's information, even myself. Take what I say with a grain of salt, do your own research, and once you come to your truth about that, execute, take action. You need to take action on whatever it is that you want. If you want more money, you got to learn how to create that. And again, you have to do the research. You can't just pay someone to think for you. You got to think for yourself and create that. Now again, with your team and stuff, you have people there to help you out. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for creating that yourself. No one else is. Alrighty guys, so I want to leave you with a quote, and this quote is by Robert Kiyosaki himself. In the real world, the smartest people are people who make mistakes and learn. In school, the smartest people don't make mistakes. So that was powerful, guys. I want you guys to really think about what that means. Again, successful people are the ones who make mistakes and they learn and grow from that. The smart people in school don't make mistakes, where they want to be perfectionists, because we're taught to not make mistakes, that mistakes are bad. If we get bad grades, we're stupid or dumb. But as an entrepreneur, when you're in the real world, you have to make mistakes in order to get better and learn and grow, and then appreciate the good once you get there. So, this is Greg Planet Green Zen. If you guys like this video, please like it, please share it, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you're notified when new videos are out, bing, and then share this with people in your community who needs to hear these videos so then they can actually wake up and unplug from the matrix. Alrighty, so Greg Planet Green Zen, signing off. You guys have a great day.